everyone's doing this video, and I thought, why not do it myself? I don't know exactly what it's called, not really sure if it's a tag or just like a trend, but apparently it's like what your assumptions are about me and reacting to that. Everyone who I've seen do it has done it on Instagram, which is what I did. Instagram stories, you ask everybody, what are your assumptions about me? And now I'm gonna react to them. Now, obviously, since I'm a petite YouTuber, I got like barely any questions, so I had to do this twice, and I still didn't get that many. Not even questions, just like responses. I actually think this is a really fun idea because instead of just Q&A, I feel like this lets you like clear things up and lets you like tell people I think this, but this is true. And I also think it kind of informs people of like how much you don't know about someone else. Like, this is a good video to kind of clue people in on what viewers assume. Even some of the bigger YouTubers I've seen do this, their responses are like, it's so weird that everyone thinks that about me just based off of the small parts of your life that you see. I just overanalyzed this video, but let's get into it. The first person to give an assumption was Jess. You guys know Jess. She says, you don't care what people think, what anyone thinks of you. You do what you want and what makes you, and then it cut off. I'm pretty sure it's what makes you happy. Jess, you can let me know in a comment. And that's kind of true. Yeah, for a really long time in my life, I cared so much what other people thought of me. Middle school, high school, even college, I wanted to put on this persona of this is the type of person I am. I wanted everyone to like me, and I wanted to be likable, and I was very studious, and I would let people copy my homework and give them answers to things, and like I shouldn't have done that. I know that at the same time that's kind of like a bitchy thing if you say no, but I should have been like, I don't really care if you call me a bitch, do your own work. And now I'm more like that. I kind of don't really care. I mean, when people write mean things about me on YouTube, I just delete it. Like, I don't need to see it. You always care what other people think about you. Like, you want people to think of you as a good person and all this stuff, and it kind of sucks when people don't see you for who you are and who you know you are. But if someone sees me as something, I'm not gonna change who I am to please them. But yeah, I think that's kind of where the difference lies. Like, you're gonna care what people think about you. It's gonna affect how you feel, but it's not gonna, as long as it doesn't change who you are. But yeah, Jess, you were right. Okay, and then this person said that your political views have changed since being on YouTube. Yes and no. I wouldn't say YouTube had that much to do with it. I think that in the last 2-3 years, that's what changed. Kind of the election, I think, is what made my political views change. And not really change so much as like have political views. Like, before the most recent presidential election, I was very like apolitical. I kind of just didn't put my foot in that category. I didn't vote, I didn't know, I didn't take the time to educate myself on things that go on around the country, around the world. I definitely kind of lived in my box of like white privilege, and I didn't really process the idea that other people went through this. Before that election, you know you're aware of things, but you're kind of in denial. You don't want to face it. You think, I don't have to deal with this every day, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I think since the election, it kind of opened my eyes to realize, like, I have this privilege and I shouldn't just be sitting on this privilege. I should use it to try to help people, or at least help educate people. Like, there's not much I can do as a small YouTuber to share my voice and stuff, but I think I can at least inspire people, hopefully, to kind of educate themselves. Like, make your own decisions, but just learn the facts. And I think that's what's so important, is not just, oh, this is your beliefs and everyone should respect that. Like, sure, but as long as what you're believing isn't harming someone else, that's cool. But I think that the problem right now with what I think is people are not looking at the facts. Like, your belief can't override a fact. It just can't. So I don't know that YouTube is the reason my views have changed. YouTube has given me more confidence to kind of come out and not be afraid of backlash. Like, if someone doesn't like what I'm saying, tough, I don't really care. And I think YouTube helped give me that confidence, but I don't know that YouTube is the reason my views changed. I think it's the election and kind of like the whole state of our country. But that is true, like, technically, yes. Okay, someone commented, you like routine. Yes and no. I like routine in the sense that I'm boring. I like going to the same places. I am excited to one day have kids and like have them on a schedule and like, you know that Wednesdays is this and Thursdays is this and 5 p.m. is this. Like, I like that. I like knowing what time I have to be where, and like I like having that schedule set, and I like a routine, and like I'm very someone who lives by a routine. I don't really like going out of my comfort zone, but at the same time I like doing random things. Like, if I'm like around the house for the day, I'm like, you know what, why not go on an adventure and like do this or do that. I like doing that, but not in like a big thing. I don't know if that made sense. Okay, someone said you're tall. I'm not tall at all. Nope, I'm short. I'm 5'4". I wish I was shorter actually, which most people wish they were taller. But because I'm so thin, I feel like I look taller than I am. I didn't know people thought that actually. I can put in some pictures of me next to taller people so you like realize. So my cousin's 5'11", that's me next to her. And then my brother's around, I think he's 6 foot, and that's me next to him. Yeah, I'm 5'4", not that tall. Jess again, she said, you want to get married but also like being single. Hell yes I do. I think I've been single so long, I'm used to it. It's not that I love it, it's just I'm so used to it that I don't know how I react to being in a relationship right now. Like my whole life, not my whole life, but like teenage years in college, I always was like on a relationship person. Like I thrive in a relationship, but now I've been single for so long. I don't know if it's true anymore. Like I'm happy being single. I like not having to put in the effort. That sounds so bad, but like I like that. I think it's probably mostly because I just haven't met anyone I want to put the effort in for. But yeah, that's definitely true. That I do want to be married one day. I gotta break out of this thing. Like singleness is great. Like if you're single, don't hate on it. Like it's enjoyable. Oh, Corinne. So my friend Corinne always helps. My light died. Shoot. We're gonna film the rest of this video without my light, so I hope you don't hate me for that. Anyway, so Corinne is one of my best friends and she always helps me out with responses to these things. She says, you're really pretty so it's easy to find a boyfriend. Hell no. No. And thank you. Well, thank you. I don't think that's true, but thank you. And it's not, to be honest. Like you could be the most gorgeous. Like look at the people on The Bachelorette. Like The Bachelor. Like they're so pretty. But they're all obviously like desperate enough to go on that show. I don't think that your looks really have that much to do with it. Just because more people are approaching you or something like that, that doesn't really mean that those people are going to be right for you. She also said, I'm a really good cook. Thanks. I don't know that I'm the best cook. Like I don't think anyone would be like, oh my god, you're amazing. I think I just really enjoy it and that's what makes me good at it. That's a place I'm not a routine person. Like I like to try new stuff when it comes to food and I love to cook and bake and like pretty much anything I'm willing to try. So yeah, I think I am a good cook. She also said she assumes I took classes on girl power. I'm assuming that means like in college. You know, I think I took one women's studies course and I actually really liked it. It was 8 o'clock in the morning and that was a nightmare, but I liked it. I think that it really gave me some insight into media and I think that opened my eyes to a lot. Back then when I took it, it was more about magazines and TV and stuff, but now it's more like social media would be like the term, you know? Like what you see isn't what's real always, you know what I mean? Like they would say like, oh, 90% of models are this size, but only 2% of the population is that size. And although I am that size or smaller than that size, I do see the point. Like I never really processed that, I guess, until I took those classes. I also took a lot of women's writing classes, so like women authors and, you know, Jane Austen and stuff like that. I think that's kind of where I learned that like feminists aren't all bad. Like so for so long I felt like, oh, feminist means like you think women are better than men. And I think that kind of helped me realize, like if you read Jane Austen, it's a romantic comedy. You'd think, oh, how could a feminist write that? But then you think feminist is just someone who is hoping for equality so that women can make their own decisions how men can without being so judged. And I think that kind of helped me with that. I think, oh, this woman who made such big strides and stuff still cared about romance. I think that really helped me kind of get on board with feminism at that time, kind of ease my way into it, because growing up I feel like I saw like the negative side of feminism, like feminists who put down other women for their choices, but that's not being feminist. Does that make sense? I hope so. I think I learned that being feminist is about supporting all women for their choices. That's it. Whether they want to be married, whether they don't, whether they want to have kids or they don't, or have a career or they don't, like that's a woman's choice. That's what feminism is about. Someone else from high school, he said, you're a cool chick as far as I can remember from high school, LOL. Thanks. I wasn't cool in high school. Great. Someone else said, I think you are so sweet with a kind heart. That's nice. I just think that when I was younger, I dealt with people who weren't so kind. I mean, now we all deal with that. Like, even on social media, you can see that people suck. I don't like people. I really don't. Like, there's a lot of people that are amazing that deserve to be cared about and, like, focused on. And then there's so many hateful, evil people in the world. And I think I've seen so much of that. I try to put good stuff back into the world. That sounds so cheesy. I think that was my last one. Yeah, that was my last one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was, like, what's the word? Provocative enough? I feel like everyone else's was like, you're a slut. Like, and I'm like, people are like, I think that you're a good cook. Like, my brand. So I hope you guys like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more from me. Also, please, please, please leave me video recommendations down below. Thank you so much. And now I'm gonna go charge my light. Bye.